Hello and welcome back to a brand new vlog where it feels like I've only just got back and unpacked this suitcase. But if you remember way back to the beginning of my Vietnam trip, we actually got a tent box and I've been dying to use it. So we're packing our things up and we're heading out on a little adventure. Because oh boy, the weather in England is beautiful. So if you're ready for a little bit of a family adventure, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new around here. But it's time to put the shoes on, grab the keys, pack up the car and hit the road. Well, we've arrived at the campsite and I can't help but feel like I'm at like a garden centre or something. And this is the guy that's taking us to our campsite. So he greeted us on his bike and now he's riding his bike with a clipboard showing us to where our spot is. But man, what a lovely guy. And this view, would you just look at that? I think the sun, oh mate, if the sun rises there, oh my days, we're in for a treat. But right, before we take this thing out for the first time, I need a beer. And today's choice is San Miguel because they didn't actually have anything else. And I don't think we're having this for dinner, but Benjamin has got some blackberries. What have you got there? Show them.
Yeah, they're so ready.
Oh, are they tasty? Do you want to try it?
Yeah.
That yummy. But what we are having for dinner is some burgers. So we need to empty the car and find the grill in there. But right, whilst Jess cooks dinner over here, I am going to start setting up the tent box. And I think when we got it, I time-lapsed how long it took us to put it away. So I think I might do the same thing to take it out. So I've got my trusty tripod. And I'm going to set you down here and hopefully this goes well. And just like that, I have the thing up. I need to actually go inside and open up all the windows and stuff like that, because you can see it's very dark in there, although my camera's doing it great justice there. I don't think that took me long at all, considering I genuinely have no idea how to put the thing up. I completely forgot, because it's been a couple of weeks since I've been to Vietnam since the last time I actually put this thing up. But it's safe to say that that is a million times quicker than an actual tent. But right, I'm not done yet. I'm hot and sweaty, but I need to get in here and open up all the windows. So first things first, let there be light. We unwrap this one and bada, look at that, we can watch the stars. One thing I probably should actually mention is that the top of this thing that you see me put up with like the bars is actually just a rain cover, and I can take that off completely, which to be fair, I might actually do. But for the purposes of today, I'm just going to open up the windows, let some air in, and look, there's Jess. But we've run into our first problem. Now, I don't know if it's because I've parked the car on a bit of a slant, so the weight of the tent box is kind of going down the hill. But if you look here, the roof bar is no longer connected to the car. But fortunately, on the front, it's actually bolted into the car, so it's not going anywhere. And when I close the passenger door, it's not as much of an issue, but I guess we just have to be careful about that. If I'm being completely honest, we actually wanted to get some more expensive roof bars because the ones we've got are quite cheap. But that was like a bit pricey for us at the moment because obviously we just spent a lot of money on this, so down the line, we'll get there. But for now, I think we'll survive. And speaking of surviving, a burger is imperative to camping. Oh no, I spilled some. Regardless, Chef Jess smashed it. And if you wonder why I'm sat in the car, it's because I was using the aircon. It takes no effort to put the tent box up, but man, it is hot and I am sweating my ass off. But at least I get to enjoy dinner with a great view. Cheers. And with the power of magic, we've got ourselves a mini gazebo thing. I'm not entirely sure what it's called. Like, I'm just kind of calling it a living pod, to be honest, but the good thing about this is that whilst it's not completely waterproof, you can see there's like the meshes there. What it does mean is that we can leave our stuff in this, so we kind of keep our pitch and stuff like that. I don't have to worry. In this scenario, we've actually got a dedicated pitch, so it's not an issue. But if we ever go like wild camping and stuff like that, which we do actually tend to do, it's kind of good to hold a spot. So, you know, we can empty the car, leave a lot of the stuff in this thing, and then bugger off for the day, which is exactly what I'll be doing tomorrow. So I'll see you guys then. Where we have woken up to the sun beaming through the trees and the fog settling over the forest, which I have to say is a pretty gorgeous view. Man, I just need that drone and we can get some sick shots. But last night our campsite actually did us pretty good. We were cozy and warm up in there. We had all our stuff down there. It's actually a good night's sleep. As an actual honest review, I think the negatives are like the mattress wasn't quite as comfortable as we'd like, so I think we're going to get like a mattress topper and stuff like that. Because we're on a bit of a slant, we kept on slipping down because we basically laid the sleeping bag out upside down and slept on that, and then it kept on slipping down, so I had to army crawl up halfway through the night to get back to the top of the bed. The great side of it is because we bought like the XL, it's massive. There's so much room that me, Jess and Benjamin can all comfortably sleep up there, and we don't irritate each other either, which is nice. So overall, it's actually pretty good. One of the downsides to camping that I've experienced anyway is like when you have tents like ground tents, they get quite damp and it feels damp inside. That didn't feel damp at all. I don't know if that's because it's, you know, well made or because we're up off the ground or what it is, but it was really comfortable. And to be honest, it wasn't actually that bad to put away. However, we did leave everything in there. So we've got 3 pillows in there, 2 free sleeping bags in there as well. And we just about managed to get it closed, though I did actually have to be a little bit heavy-handed with it to get this thing down. And as you can see this morning, this is actually flush to the car now, so I think it was just because we were like parked on a slope. All the same, it was hella convenient. But this morning we've arrived in the beautiful town called Monmouth in Wales on the hunt for my cup of tea. I mean, come on guys, you know me by now, I can't go without my tea. Or the opportunity to go adventuring to find water. I don't know what it is, man, there's just something very soothing about it. But man, it has to be said, this place is gorgeous. And oh, look at that bad boy, take me back to Vietnam. It can't be said enough how much I miss just bombing it around on a bike all day. Maybe I should get my license and learn how to ride one of these. It's just the problem with England is that whilst today it is like 30 degrees and it's lovely weather, it's like this like once a year. Normally it's grey skies and slippy roads, which is obviously less than ideal for having a bike. I don't think I'd actually use it as often as I'd like. So I think for now I'll stick to my feet and my car. They have a market on Saturdays and look at all of this. How cool is that? Some real classic comics. What the heck, that is such a bizarre cover. Look at that, they're graded as well. Damn, that's really cool. Although I've never really hugely been into comics, to be fair. I think it's one of the things that I missed out on. That being said, I did actually spend a lot of my childhood reading books. Let me know in the comment section now, like, what was your favourite book growing up, or what you're reading right now? If you could recommend anything, that'd be appreciated. Be really interested to know what books people are into. But wow, further down the street, look at this old school theatre. It is actually one of Wales's oldest working theatres, and it was established in 1832. I would love to actually go inside there and show you what it looked like, but I'll pop some pictures on screen now. How sweet is that? It has to be said, this is a beautiful little town. And to make it even better, I've got myself a Greg's and some live music. And from the town to the train station, we are here to take this little man on one of these. However, what I didn't anticipate is that at 1 o'clock, which is 15 minutes ago, there was a wedding here. So I'm not entirely sure how available the train is going to be. Oh, actually, saying that, it's still going on now, which means it's about an hour delay until the next train. So that's all right, we'll sit here in the sun, enjoy an ice cream, and watch the trains go by. And whilst we wait for the train, Benjamin is going to play in this like jungle play area. It's a complete treetop adventure where on every area you can sit and watch the trains come by. I do believe our train is about to arrive, so let's go sit in the station. And oh my days, it's incredibly hot here. I am hoping it is a little bit cool on the train, although I'm not holding out for it because, oh my god, it's like 31 degrees right now. It is unreal. Are you excited to go on the train?
Yeah.
Away we go. That was a lovely little journey. Did you like your trip on the train?
Mm-hmm.
Was it fun?
Yeah.
Right, time to get in the car where there's aircon and head back to the campsite. It has been one incredibly long, sweaty day. It is unbelievably hot. I can't describe it. It's honestly, it's like being back in Vietnam. There's just something about British weather, man. It's different. I know there's a lot of people from like America and all over the world who always wonder like, oh, you know, what's the actual weather in England? Right now it is 27 degrees. However, in England, there's like never aircon, like pretty much anywhere. Like we don't have aircon at home. Obviously, I'm at a campsite, so I don't have aircon anyway, but there's nowhere to cool down. So whilst it is like an absolutely gorgeous day here, we kind of have to just sit down and swelter in the heat. But I've got myself a beer and I'm watching the football because this campsite has Wi-Fi, which might not come to any surprise, but if I put the picture up here, it's not even that much worse than my internet at home. Although I am a little bit far away from the hub, so it keeps cutting out, sadly. Which, to be honest, I'm not even that too fussed about. Like, it's nice to be out, relaxing, enjoying the weather. However, We just tried putting up like an extension for the tent. So basically we have this thing called a living pod, which extends the tent out like this and creates kind of like an enclosure. So we have like a shelter from if it was to rain, so we can take our shoes off and stuff in there and then go straight in without having to worry about getting wet. So whilst when the weather is nice, this thing is actually perfect. It's really easy to put up. Just put it up in like 5 minutes. Normally when the weather's bad, we would put up the living pod, but like I said, we tried it today. It's honestly far too hot. It stressed me and Jess out. And then to make the situation worse, Benjamin actually fell over on the grass over there and like had blood all over his face and stuff like that. So it's been a stressful afternoon. We just need to relax. So with my beer and the football, that's exactly what I plan to do. Jess has actually gone for a shower to cool down, and Benjamin as well, because he literally had blood all over him and stuff like that. So I think, guys, what I'm going to do is wrap up the vlog here. I honestly don't actually know how this vlog is gone. It's been a bit of a random like mulch of a couple of days paired together. It was nice to obviously come back and try out the tent box, because we've not had a chance to do that. But if you've enjoyed me being back in England, make sure you leave the video a thumbs up rating. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. We are on the road to 20,000 or even higher than that. I can't believe every day that we are growing in subscribers. It's absolutely crazy. So thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed to my channel, and leaves a comment in the section down below. In the next vlog, we're probably exploring again because it'll be my birthday. He says as Ukraine just score against England. Perfect timing, eh? Either way, guys, I post every single Wednesday and Sunday at 6 p.m. So if you do want to tune in, make sure you ding dong that notification bell and to keep you notified when I next post a video. But anyway, guys, it's been Orion. I love your faces. Thank you very much for watching, and just catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.